Okay, so today I'll give demonstration session, that is Spring Boot. So listen the concept here. To attend this session, first of all, you should have some knowledge. Already you should have learned some concepts actually. Those concepts details I'm just giving here. First of all, you should have known already some prerequisites concepts. One is actually core Java. You should be really good in this one. Okay, how to work with OOPS concepts, classes, interfaces, variables, methods, inheritance. These concepts you should have already knowledge. Okay, advanced Java basics. Okay, you are not required to be experts inside this, just basics. What is database? What is JDBC connection? Writing a simple JDBC program, writing a simple servlet. Okay, so JSP basics. Okay, what is session, what is cookie, basic sufficient here. Okay, and next one, Hibernate, that is actually our JPA basics. Here Hibernate or JPA basics required, and also you should have good knowledge on Spring. Okay, at least if you don't have complete knowledge, Spring Core, okay, and JDBC and MVC. These are the minimum things you should have knowledge here before attend this. Okay, so if you have overview knowledge in this also fine. Okay, so but minimum knowledge required here. Okay, however, I'll refresh the concepts, Hibernate concepts and Spring concepts. I'll refresh, but I'm not going to explain from the very beginning. Okay, I'm not going to explain from very beginning. Web service concept not required. If you know, it's really good. If you don't know, also fine. Okay, web services concept here, I'll teach from very beginning here. Okay, complete REST web service I'll explain here. If you don't know this, also fine. Okay, but you should have knowledge on this for sure. Okay, so MVC also I'll teach actually here, but in Spring Boot style we are going to see. Coding will be Spring Boot style. JDBC also I'll teach here. Okay, Spring Core I'll just refresh. Okay, generally if you learn Spring Bash, there they will teach at least for 15 to 20 days actually, but here I'll just take some 4 classes. Okay, I'll just take some 6 classes. I'll just give some overview. Here I'll give only overview for Spring. Okay, but I'll be connecting to those points also because those are required here. Okay, so remaining all concepts I'll teach. Okay, Spring concepts we won't teach again here. We teach Spring Boot concepts here. Okay, what this course contains actually here, this course contains Spring Boot and microservices. Okay, Spring Boot and microservices. Okay, this course content I'll give after this session. Okay, so even you can just send email to hr@nareshit.com for the course content if you want complete content. Okay, you can send an email also here. They'll send complete course content also. Okay, so still if you have any questions or doubts, okay, you can ask at the end. Let me take a session here. Okay, so if you have any questions also, I'll give answer at the end of the session. This duration will be, it's a 3 months course. Okay, as per the content I'm just going to take here, it's a duration will be 3 months course here. Okay, microservice nothing but Spring Cloud. This one only we are going to cover Spring Cloud actually here. We are going to cover both boot and microservices. That's actually Spring Cloud. Okay, duration is 3 months actually. Yeah, every day session will be actually 1.5 hour. It's a 1 hour 30 minutes or 40 minutes max like that. Okay, max 40 minutes will be taking 1 hour 40 minutes, 1 hour 30 minutes around session will be actually here. Okay, so this only fast track actually here admin. Okay, so this is total 3 months. We are going to take total 3 months actually here. Okay, subject wise no skipping, no concepts actually here, all we are going to see here. Okay, time is every day same. That's actually we are going to start at 7:10 around 7:10 a.m. Indian Standard Time here. I'm going to start here. Okay, every day I'm just going to take this session 1 hour 40 minutes. Content I'll give everything here. Okay, only Sunday session will not be there. Complete 6 days session will be there actually. Okay, in a week 6 days session will be there. Okay, no recorded sessions will be provided. No recorded sessions will be provided, but you can attend another batches if you miss any classes. Okay, if you miss any classes, you can attend another batches actually. Okay, complete notes will be provided, notes as a PDF. Okay, everyday examples are provided, example code files, and complete workspace also shared. Okay, complete workspace also shared here, notes, everything will be provided. Okay, so this completely payment details if you want. Okay, it's a payment is actually, it's a 5,000 Indian rupees actually here, INR. Okay, so if you want to do payment, the details I'll give at the end here. Okay, so yeah, I'll give all the tools also. Okay, so if I want to show the content, actually content is very lengthy. Okay, I'll show it later actually one by one. Okay, content I kept somewhere else. I'll just share it to you after the session. In my Facebook group, I'll share the session complete content. Okay, in this Facebook group, okay, I'll share the session complete content details. I'll share. Okay, if you're unable to access also, you can send an email javabyragu@gmail.com. Okay, almost everything we are going to cover here. It's not like that it is not there. Okay, you will get almost everything that is actually what is there in microservice and cloud here. Okay, complete content. It's a very big one. It's almost 4 pages. I'll show here. Okay, so now I'm starting the session. Still, if you have any doubts, I'll clear after the session. Now listen this one here. Okay, so the first concept we are going to see here, that is Spring Boot concept here. Okay, if someone asks what is Spring Boot generally, okay, we may give multiple definitions based on your understanding actually, but generally a Spring Boot is actually, it's internally Spring project. A simple point here, it's internally it's a Spring project. Okay, that is completely designed to reduce lines of code if we compare the Spring programs. That is also called as auto configuration. First understand here. You are writing one application here. You are writing one project. This project contains multiple lines of code. You are writing this project using Spring framework, not Spring Boot. You are writing using Spring framework. Okay, in case of Spring framework, complete lines of code you have to write here. Okay, total lines of code assumption, it's actually 100. Just example, it's 100 lines of code is there. Okay, in this 100 lines of code, some code will be actually common. Okay, if even if you write similar project, okay, if you try to write another project, okay, there also consider there also some 100 lines of code is there, or something like 80 lines of code is there. Lines of code is actually some 80 lines of code is there. Okay, consider first project is something like online project, that is actually online store. It's an online store, something like online bookstore. You just take here. Okay, so this is actually one project that is related to online bookstore. Second project is related to, that's actually Paytm type applications. Actually, it's a payment app. Okay, two different projects we are developing using Spring framework. So in this case, you are writing 100 lines of code assumption, and here you are writing 80 lines of code assumption, just assumption here. In this case, if we take online bookstore or payment application, some concepts code will be similar. Example, if you want to know here. So the example here is database connection. Okay, here required and here also required. Okay, next one, login and logout. We can also call security, login, logout functionality. Of course, registration also. Okay, this code is similar, and actually something like UI design. Here also UI design. Something like menu bars will be there and all. Okay, and basic CAD operations. Okay, so basic CAD operations here, and here also basic CAD operations, similar. Some type of code, if you look at here, it will be similar. Okay, so here if you take two different types of applications, at a part of the code here you are going to see some common code. Okay, this common code, whether it is a common or different, actually if you are comparing two projects, that's why you are able to see it's a common code actually here. In bookstore, this actually database connection is there. In payment, actually it's a database connection is there. Okay, like that, Spring actually given by a company that is called Pivotal Team. Okay, Spring Framework is given by a company called Pivotal Team. Okay, what this Pivotal Team is observed here is, okay, some code is actually common. Why should we ask every time developer to write this code? Okay, we'll just automate this code. Okay, Pivotal Team started thinking that, okay, this is Spring code only, database connection is Spring code. Okay, login logout is a Spring code, something like basic card operation is a Spring code. Okay, why should we ask every time developer to write this Spring code? We will do one thing here, we'll automatically write this code. Okay, we'll give some predefined code for common things, common types. Okay, means database connection is a common, login logout is a common, basic operations are common, some UI designing is common here. So such common things are there, right? They are saying, okay, you don't write this, you don't write such common things actually here. Not only this, even we'll be having so many common jars will be there, common servers will be there, common setup will be there. Okay, such common things, why you write programmer here, will reduce your work. Okay, these are all actually complete lines of code. Initially, if you take Spring Framework, okay, from the scratch onwards, from the setup onwards, programmer is doing. Okay, then Pivotal Team started like this, and they created a concept of Spring Boot. Okay, boot nothing but with some setup, in simple understanding here, with some ready-made setup. Okay, which is giving some code already. Okay, which reduces, instead of 100 lines of code, it may become 60 lines of code or 40 lines of code, sometimes 2 lines of code also. That depends what kind of concept you are working here. Okay, Spring Boot is actually internally Spring Framework only here. Okay, by using Spring Framework, they created Spring Boot. Okay, that reduces, okay, it reduces here common code. Okay, it reduces common code. Is that only code? No, it is even behind that actually here. Okay, I'll show some small example here. Understand, you are writing a project. Again, let us take here, this time I want to write this project, okay, by using Spring Boot. Then what they are saying here, in your project, what are the common things? Okay, what are the common things? Understand here. Okay, so in your project, you will be having some common things like common classes will be there. Okay, common configuration will be there. Okay, common jars will be there. Okay, for example, if you take database, OJDBC jar or MySQL jar is common. Okay, so even common setup. Okay, starting we have to do some configuration files actually. Okay, that is going to have something like create this project, these many folders required. Inside this we have to create this folder like this. Okay, so setup is required actually here, and some database installation and downloading required, and servers required, some plugins required, jar plugins, where plugins. ER plugins, compiler plugins, like so many will be there. Okay, these are all common things. Okay, these are all common things here. Yeah, so much configuration will be there, XML configuration or Java configuration, these are all will be there. So some part of code will be common. I'll show one example common thing also here. Okay, so this time what Spring Boot said here is, okay, don't write these common things, programmer, in your project. Don't write these common things. These are all common things that we are providing using one project. Here also one project is there. Okay, now in this project we are providing all these common things here. Okay, so that your project just extend above project. Okay, if you want to compare, yes, it looks like inheritance concept in your Java, you can just compare like that. Above one project is there, it's not a complete project, actually it is providing only common things. Below you should write your project. Okay, this actually your project. Okay, this is written by you. Okay, your project is actually extending above one more project. This project is actually called Spring Boot. Okay, it's actually Spring Boot. Spring Boot internally behaves like a project. This is completely written in Spring only. It's nothing new. People will think Spring Boot is something different here. No, it's internally Spring only, but some extra points will be there. Okay, that also we see here. Who created this? This is created by Pivotal team. That's a company name actually. Who created Spring and Spring Boot? They only here, Pivotal team. What is the advantage of here is it reduces common things. Okay, that common things will be, okay, varies actually 60 to 80% of code. Okay, based on the concept you take here. If you take database concept, more than 80% will be there. If you take MVC concept, 60% will be reduced. If you take email concept, 75% of code is reduced. So percent of code reducing, okay, that varies based on the concept. Okay, number of lines of code, LOC, lines of code, it's actually reducing this many here. Okay, you as a developer, you just take the Spring Boot project here and write your project. Okay, remember, compared to Spring, what is the advantage of Spring Boot here is reducing the code, for reducing the concepts for common things. Such common things, they gave a name called auto configuration. Auto configuration. Okay, the first advantage of Spring Boot. Okay, what is Spring Boot? Spring Boot is a auto configuration concept which is defined on top of Spring. In simple, it's a project that reduce some percent of code compared to Spring application. So but developer has to write a child project that should connect to parent project. Okay, so this project we generally call as parent project. Okay, it's a parent project here, and your project is actually called as child project. It's mandatory, you have to always connect it to this project. Okay, I'll explain this auto configuration with one small concept here. Observe carefully. Okay, just I'm giving some points here. What is Spring Boot? Okay, it is a Spring based parent project defined by Pivotal team that reduces common setup and code. As of now, just I'm giving a simple point. Okay, common things you just call here. We should not call common things. For your understanding, I'm just saying here's a common things. Okay, that is called as auto configuration. Okay, auto configuration. Okay, that is actually called as auto configuration. Okay, so here this is actually always Spring Boot is actually parent project. Remember, okay, Spring Boot is actually parent project here. Spring Boot is a parent project. Always remember here, our project is child project. Okay, our project is child project. Okay, what are the common things? Means don't think only code. Okay, common things means never think only code. Even jars, plugins, setup, okay, servers, what are required to start your code. Okay, what are required to write and develop your application here, that is completely. So in that everything involves actually here. Okay, don't think only some jars or only some classes. Everything will come under configuration here. Okay, so people thinks only configuration making as automated as a configuration, auto configuration. No, no, no. Even everything comes here. Okay, some embedded database will be there. Embedded servers will be there. I'll show all one by one points here. Okay, okay. So auto configuration reduces programmer work. Okay, here programmer project is called as child project. Okay, now just for comparison purpose, I'm just giving one small example here. Okay, consider I want to work with a database. Okay, I want to work with a database connection. Okay, just example. Okay, for your understanding, I'm just writing a simple code. Okay, pure JDBC code I'm just writing here. It's a pure JDBC code. I'm just comparing with JDBC code here. If you are writing JDBC code, okay, you might be having some overview knowledge here. Okay, how to write JDBC code? Step number one, load the driver class. We are going to write something driver manager dot get connect. That's actually driver manager dot get connection. This is for creating the connection. Okay, and we are going to write something like class dot for name. Okay, this is for loading the driver class. A sample code you are going to write, some driver class name. Okay, some properties, URL, username, password, like that you are going to pass. Okay, it's a sample code. Okay, just consider like this here, JDBC code. Okay, so if you go to Spring, okay, if you go to Spring, okay, there you need to configure two objects actually. One is JDBC template object. Okay, JDBC template that internally depends on data source, where data source is again interface. For that, IMPL is something like driver manager data source. Okay, so something like Hikari data source, one implementation you have to take. Okay, it's IMPL class. Okay, it's like a easy relation. It's a easy relation here. It's a has a relation we'll be having. Okay, so here in case of Spring, okay, you need to do all this configuration here like this. Okay, you need to write, let me just write overview code. If you don't know, also not an issue here. Just I'm comparing here how it looks in JDBC and Spring JDBC. Just overview I'm showing here. Of course, in JDBC so many lines of code will be there, statement like that will be having so many. Okay, now if you look at Spring, that is concept here. There I'm writing a public class app config. This is called manual configuration we have to write in case of Spring. Step number one, write one public class. Step number two, write one annotation @ configuration. Step number three, create the object for driver manager data source. How to write? It's a public driver manager data source, DS. It's a one. Okay, inside there's some logic we have to write actually, creating the object and setting the data. Okay, return some DS here. On top of this, we have to write @bean. Bean indicates object. Okay, like this we have to write here. Inside this, set driver class name. Okay, URL, username, password. We have to do all these things actually. Now, second object, we need to create JDBC template. Okay, public JDBC template, JT, like this we have to write. And here we have to set this JDBC template. We have to link with some DS object. Okay, consider some lines of code is there, some written JT. Just I'm writing overview like this here, @bean. Okay, I'm just writing overview code here like this. Okay, this complete code is written by programmer only. Developer has to write this code. Okay, so if you look at this code is actually fixed if you write any type of JDBC application. For example, are you writing a project for online bookstore, or are you writing a project for a payment application or any Spring application, and you want to connect with JDBC programming using Spring, then this code is fixed. What changes here is some driver class name, URL, username and password values changes. If you want some simplified code here, Just I'm writing here driver manager data source ds is equals to new driver manager data source. Like this we should only write set driver class name, some value, ds dot set url, ds dot set username, and ds dot set password. Okay, it's nothing but creating the database connection equal to this. Okay, and here also we need to create some jdbc template. jt is equals to new jdbc template. Okay, so here like this we have to write jt dot set data source. So in this case we have to pass this ds object, data source object. Okay, like this we have to write. This is all, this whatever the code you see here, this is Spring. In case of Spring framework, completely written by developer only. Okay, now coming to Spring Boot. Now coming to Spring Boot, observe carefully here how to write this code in Spring Boot. Spring Boot says no, don't write this code. Whatever the code that you have written here in Spring, don't write this code. Then what it will become? It is going to become, it's a configuration you are writing, right? Yes. And you are setting some jars actually, yes. Okay, so and even you are just mentioning some driver class inputs and all here. Yes, we are only doing everything. Okay, Spring Boot says no, I'll reduce this work. Okay, I'll just reduce this work here. You just concentrate on operations only by taking JDBC template. Whatever the operation that you want to perform, write it here. Okay, Spring Boot says, okay, this work, complete work is reduced. That is called auto configuration. Auto configuration. What this auto configuration is saying is, it is giving some common classes, okay, and common configuration. See, whatever the configuration that you see here, okay, it is actually this configuration file completely reduced, and some jars what are related to this it will provide. Okay, here actually jars also or dependents also you need to provide manually. Okay, for example, you need to specify Spring JDBC jar. Okay, you need to mention actually, okay, Spring context jar you need to mention actually here. Okay, so MySQL jar, some database jars, like that we'll be having so many. Okay, jars also you need to specify here. Okay, Spring Boots take care of jars also if you just add one dependency. Not only this one, here in case of Spring, you need to download and install database. Download and install database for sure. Even if you want to write small testing application also here, it will support actually database embedded support actually. Embedded support will be there actually. Means you are not required to download and install anything here. It supports one embedded database. That means in-memory database. You are not required to download and install. Temporarily it works for testing purpose. If you want again install database also, you can use it. Not a perform here. Installed database also you can use it. Okay, I'll show what are the embedded database here. Okay, so here, so we'll be having some embedded database like H2 database, HSQL database. Okay, Derby database will be there here. Okay, you are not required to download and install, and it supports install database. Okay, so all the required things it will reduce. Okay, all the required things it will reduced by using the concept called auto configuration. Okay, so as of now, okay, to make it simple here, you leave it embedded database if you don't have clarity. Okay, take common classes, common jars, common configuration here. So those common files actually it is reducing. Okay, so what it is saying here is, programmer, you don't do all these things. Add a line like this: Spring hyphen boot means setup, Spring hyphen boot hyphen here, starter hyphen JDBC. Okay, is this code? Yes, this is a dependency that you need to add. Okay, if you are creating a Maven application, or if you are creating a Gradle application, okay, Spring Boot can be created either using Maven or Gradle. Okay, without these two we can't create. Normal project we can't create. Okay, Spring Boot application you have to create either using Maven or using Gradle. Okay, both I'll explain, not to worry, but mostly we concentrate on Maven here. Okay, so I'll show both. Okay, if you don't know also fine, I'll teach that, not an issue here. I'll give sessions over these two. not required to worry here. Are you using Maven or Gradle? Just add this line. Okay, this line, whatever the line that you see here, this line you add in your project. Once you add the project over, it will take care of common classes. This will provide common configuration, common jars, common setup, everything it will provide here. Okay, this is actually going to reduce, we can call almost some 60% of code will be reduced. Okay, 60% of code will be reduced. Actually, you need to concentrate on remaining. Okay, something like writing save operation, that is called insert. Okay, writing something like a delete operation, something like, okay, remove, some other operations. As a programmer, you need to concentrate. Okay, so you concentrate on remaining percent of code only. Okay, such concept name. Okay, if you look at this starter, that will provide some common code. Okay, okay, so this is going to provide some common code. Actually, this is common code is actually called a starter, or we can also called auto configuration. For every requirement there will be one starter. For every requirement there will be one starter. Okay, Spring Boot starters list, if you look at here. Okay, if you look at the Spring Boot starters list actually here one time, observe carefully. For every requirement there is one starter. Okay, so for example, you are writing concept of Spring Boot AOP assumption. Okay, there is a starter. You are doing batch processing, so many are there, just I'm explaining which you know already. Okay, batch processing you are doing, there is a starter. What is the advantage of this line actually here? Very simple. Are you writing 100 lines of code in Spring? Yes. Okay, that will become something like 40 lines of code in boot, in Spring Boot. Okay, the final purpose of this one is reducing the work only. Okay, don't think extra more and all here. It's actually final purpose is, okay, reducing work. Okay, so they actually named as a starter, means starting content it is giving. Okay, you have to write these many lines of code. For example, line number 1 to line number 100 you have to write. Okay, starting this common setup is there, right? Okay, starting this common setup, some 60 lines are there. Okay, later some other lines of code is there, 40 lines are there, something, you just take any percentage. Okay, this starting content it is actually providing. Okay, it is helping for starting. Okay, this is called setup, it's a common setup. After this setup or something here, remaining you have to continue. Okay, that starter is actually reducing your starting code, that's why named as starter. Okay, so here now every requirement starter is there. You can see here, even JDBC I gave right here, right? Okay, it's actually data JDBC, slight name is different. Okay, so I just gave directly JDBC for your understanding. Okay, you may get confused again, what is this data JDBC? I'll show later. Okay, all database operations they have given as a data. Okay, so JPA, data JPA, Mongo database, yes, we see Mongo database also. Okay, so like this we'll be having all. For every requirement there will be one dependency here. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so if you want to do security programming using OAuth, if you want to send an email, okay, if you want to do scheduling, if you want to do unit testing, if you want to do UI designing, okay, for everything I can give guarantee that at least some percent of code will be reduced. That can be 60% or that can be 80%, that can be sometimes 90% also. Okay, that depends here what kind of concept that you are choosing here, but definitely that is called starter. Okay, a starter will actually reduce the work. Okay, now here, understand here, question will be like this: what is starter? You may get question like this, or what is auto configuration? Concept name is auto configuration. Okay, implementation done by starter in Spring Boot. That's a question. Okay, answer I'm just giving here, observe carefully. Okay, what is starter or auto configuration in Spring Boot? Okay, okay, Spring Boot has provided common setup and code files. Okay, Spring Boot has provided common setup and code files. Okay, that reduces programmer work. Okay, that reduces programmer work, beginning files, which is actually called, it is called as starter or auto configuration. Okay, for every requirement there will be one starter. Okay, if you want to know the starters list, actually I'm just giving this reference link. It's official document also here. You can just go through this if you want here. Okay, here there is a concept of starter. Okay, all the starters will be provided here. You can just go through this if you want. Okay, it's official link here. Okay, so here these starters, for every requirement there is a starter here. For web programming there is a starter, security there is a starter, email there is a starter, batch processing there is a starter. Okay, for every requirement there will be one starter. We have to choose the starter and we have to write the code. Okay, but here it's not over here, not only this one, some work also we need to do. Okay, if we add the starter, that is fine. Okay, it will give some classes, driver class. Okay, that is something like loading the driver class, creating the statements. Okay, and something like support code for operations, databases, everything it is providing, that is fine. But if you look at properly, you need to pass some inputs. What is the driver class name? What is the URL, username, and password? You need to pass some inputs. Okay, Spring Boot says, yeah, developer, that's really good. Okay, we are reducing the work. Okay, but you need to pass some inputs. Okay, you need to pass some inputs. What are those inputs? Okay, that's actually called driver class name is equals to some value, anything, MySQL driver or Oracle driver. URL is equals to some value. Next one, username is equals to, okay, and even password is equals to, like this we need to pass some values. Those inputs, okay, you need to pass using properties. Okay, understand properties meaning is, that is a concept called key and value format. Okay, key and value format. There is a new concept also there, that is called YAML. Okay, that we see later. I don't want to confuse you by giving those. Okay, later I'll show some folder structure, I'll show that. Okay, you need to pass as a developer. Okay, code it is reducing, but input you need to pass. Okay, Spring Boot says I'll create the driver class, that is connection code and all here, but you have to pass these inputs in the form of key and value. This is done by, given by programmer only. Okay, given by programmer only. Inputs we need to give. Driver class is equals to URL is equals to username and password. Okay, these keys you can't write whatever you want. Okay, these actually we have fixed keys. Predefined keys will be there. If you want to see that predefined keys list, I'm just giving, it's a application properties. Okay, Spring Boot, just I'm searching like this, application properties and Spring Boot, just I'm searching this one. Okay, it's official link here. If you just go there, you'll see all properties. Look at carefully. Let me just show main things actually. Spring dot data source dot, it's a driver class name. Look at here, like that is a fixed key. Okay, because they wrote code, right? They gave this key name. Okay, they said I'll read only this key, like this. Okay, spring dot data source dot URL. Okay, all these predefined keys you can just find out here. Application dot properties, if you want to see here, predefined keys list. You can write your own key also, that is also works. Okay, so these are all predefined keys here. Okay, so here driver class name, URL, it's a username. Okay, this values changes from database to database. Okay, this values changes. For example, if you take something username password, that while installing it will come here. URL for MySQL different, URL for Oracle different. Okay, driver class name will be different here. I'll show some shortcuts to even load and specify the driver class names also here. Okay, so like this, these keys will be there. Okay, you can just go and search. Okay, of course starting you will not be knowing how to search here. Okay, after writing few examples you will understand how to search one by one. Okay, later I'll show here out after this. Okay, we need some knowledge actually, and you need some practice to search actually. As I know already, I'm able to search directly. Okay, after some sessions done, you will only automatically search and you will only find out these keys. Okay, there we have to see some concept of loading properties and configuration properties. We have to see some concepts there, then you will understand. Okay, as of now, just follow my instructions here like this. Okay, inputs you have to provide with a fixed key values actually here. Values changes based on the database, but keys are actually fixed. Okay, those are called predefined keys. You want to see all predefined keys? Just take this link and paste it. You'll get the complete predefined keys here. Okay, so not only this one, even Spring Boot is providing so many features. Okay, the first feature I said actually it's auto configuration, right? Okay, if you don't understand embedded here, I'm just giving some points here. Generally, if you want to work with Oracle database, first what you need to do, you need to download database. Okay, from internet or just copy from others. Then you need to install database. Okay, you need to download and install. Okay, this is we actually call as external database. In case of Spring here, this is called external. Okay, there is another database concept is there, that is called embedded database. What is the meaning of embedded database? When you start your application, database memory is created in the RAM, temporary memory. Okay, when you stop your application, database is gone. Okay, database it's actually working on RAM actually here. Database uses RAM and it's a temporary database, we can also call. This is really good for development purpose. When you are developing an application, any database is fine. Okay, that actually system should not actually feel somewhat burden actually your system. So there is a concept of embedded database. These are also called as in-memory database. Okay, in-memory database actually here. Okay, in-memory database. Okay, Spring Boot has provided 3 embedded database. Okay, that works on RAM. That works on RAM. Okay, when you start the application, database created. When you stop the application, database gone. Okay, what are they? If you want to see here, so one is actually called H2 database. Okay, next one is actually HSQL database. It is also called as Hyper SQL. Okay, next one is actually Apache Derby. Okay, for every requirement, Spring Boot will give multiple concepts. Okay, so actually we'll be having, now these are actually SQL based database. Even there is actually in-memory database for even Redis also there. Okay, even for MongoDB also there. Okay, these are actually for non-SQL or no SQL we can call here, and these are for SQL. Okay, so here, yes, of course, I'll teach MongoDB. That's embedded MongoDB, that is called. Just I'm giving as overview here. Okay, overview here. So this for SQL different, no SQL. No SQL means concept indicates we are not required to write any SQL query. Okay, there is no concept like a joins and all here. There is no creating table and all. Here somewhat it is different. Collections, okay, documents. We are going to see that later. I'll explain if you don't know. Okay, we'll be having separate chapters that here. Okay, and remember this one, embedded databases are good for development only. Okay, these are good for developer only, never use in production. Okay, this never used in production. In production, definitely external database will be used. Okay, external database will be used actually. So that is actually in download and install database, or cloud databases will be used actually. Okay, this is actually good for only for development purpose. Okay, so to reduce the burden to developer system. Okay, not only embedded database, even embedded servers also there. Embedded servers also there. Okay, so there are 3 embedded servers provided here. Okay, so those servers list also I'm just giving here. Yeah, these are called in-memory databases. In-memory means, okay, that works in the RAM. Okay, temporary. Embedded servers actually here we have, one is actually Tomcat server. Okay, which is the mostly used server in real time actually here. Okay, next one is actually Jetty server. Okay, third one is actually Undertow. Okay, this also called as JBoss server. Okay, and this is actually Eclipse server here, and this is actually Apache server. Okay, it's Apache Tomcat, Eclipse Jetty, okay, and JBoss under Tau. Okay, previously, if you have concept knowledge on jar and var and EAR, Java application packing, Java application packing will be like this. Okay, your project will be converted to either jar, var, and EAR. Okay, in Spring Boot, no EAR concept. It is removed. Okay, Spring Boot only jar and var. Okay, that is called EJBs, J to double E concept, if you know. Okay, if you don't know, also fine. J to double E concept, there is a concept called EJB that's actually removed actually here. Spring Boot says instead of that, write service layer and REST controllers. Okay, EARs are not required here. Okay, there is no concept of EAR supported by Spring Boot, only jar and var. Everything web archive and Java archive, enterprise archive is not there. Completely jar, Java archive. It's nothing but zip file. You can call it in simple. Actually, it's a var. It's a web archive. Okay, it's EAR, enterprise archive. Okay, so even we can call Spring and Spring Boot for simplification of EAR only. Okay, completely now jar and var supported. No EAR support concept in Spring Boot. That is removed. Okay, yeah sir, if you don't know also fine, that's what I'm saying. Okay, forget that. Okay, not required to know here. So here embedded servers all are web servers only here. Okay, Tomcat server, Jetty server, Undertow server. You can work with external server also. External server also supported here. Spring Boot supports. If you want to deploy some other server actually here, that actually supports. What is the meaning of embedded here? No download required and no install required. It's like a temporarily here. You are not required to download any, or you are not required to install. Okay, if you worked on advanced Java, generally you used to go to official site of Tomcat, download next and finish, configure some home. Okay, that we need to do, but here nothing required. Directly you can work on coding. Okay, even you can use embedded servers in deployment in production also, nothing to worry. Okay, that is also not a problem. Okay, so but mostly used for development. In real time we can't give guarantee that which server they use. Okay, that depends on the cloud supporting here, but I can confirm that mostly used database, mostly used server still is Tomcat. Okay, still mostly used actually Tomcat only here, or some Java specific products will be used. Okay, you will see either Tomcat or Java specific products, this only famous still. Okay, of course there will be n number of companies will be using n number of servers, but that depends on their requirement actually here. Okay, so here these are the embedded servers. Not only this, we have so many features to discuss here. Okay, so here understand. So the simple point I just want to tell here is what is Spring Boot. Okay, Spring Boot is actually a parent project that internally follows the concept of auto configuration, reduces developer duty by providing the common classes, common configuration, jars, setup, database, servers, plugins, and all. Okay, so that your work will be reduced. Your work will be reduced completely. This is given by Pivotal team. This project, child project, you have to create either using Maven or Gradle. Okay, that's a simple point of Spring Boot actually here. Okay, okay. Now listen here. Go to YouTube Naresh IT. There you will find so many videos actually here. Okay, search with my name. It's a Raghu. Okay, you will find so many videos even. Okay, so there just I'm typing core Java Spring Core videos are there, especially. Okay, Spring Core videos I'm just giving here because some people will be having some knowledge actually. What is required for that? I'm just giving. Okay, it's a complete playlist. Okay, you can find all my videos actually here. Around 31 videos are there. Here, everyone, before coming to next session, if you watch this, you will be having some benefit. Okay, Spring Core session 1 and Spring Core session 2. Okay, so here, if you have knowledge on Spring Core, it's really good. I am also happy. Okay, if you don't have knowledge on Spring actually, better to watch these two sessions. Okay, I'm just giving complete playlist link. Okay, here I'm just giving playlist link here. Okay, if you can't watch completely here, Spring Core session 1 and Spring Core session is there. Maven videos are there, GitHub videos are there. Okay, some project demos will be there, Log4j, JUnit. What are some common things required? JWT. Okay, so basic sessions are there. Okay, some common sessions I just listed out there. You can just go through that here. Okay, yeah, I'm sharing here. You can just go through this link. Okay, at least attend Spring Core session 1 and Spring Core session 2. Okay, if you can't attend complete all sessions here, okay, at least session 1 and session 2. This is session 1 link. I'm just giving here. It's a session 2 link. Okay, you'll understand definitely if you have core Java knowledge. Okay, this will be helpful to you. Okay, if you know already, fine. Okay, just go through that. The remaining videos also you can check. That's not an issue here. Okay, so this is just a demo overview session only here. Okay, if you have any questions also you can ask now, not a issue here. I'll provide answers to every question. Yeah, Redis also I'll explain. Redis cache will be there. Yeah, I'll just show the content actually. That content is having everything. Okay, instead of explaining one concept name. It's a course content. I'll give complete content is there. I kept it somewhere. Yeah, cache concept will be there. Not EH cache. EH cache is a concept of Hibernate. Here we'll be having cache of Redis and Hazelcast cache. Okay. Yeah, this course is completely 3 months actually here. This is completely 3 months duration here. Production. Okay. Tanu Agarwal asked a question. Native queries are not recommended in real time. If you feel there is no other way, writing native queries actually okay. Instead of native query, completely use JPA. Yeah, I'll cover Docker also here. Yeah, API gateway also will be there. It's a microservice actually. Yeah, fee is actually 5,000 Indian rupees actually. Yeah, Spring Security also will be there. Spring Security using in memory, JDBC, JWT, and OAuth. 4 complete concepts. I'll take it. I use completely STS IDE. I'll show how to do the setup. Here completely data JPA I'll explain. However, if you have Hibernate basic knowledge, however, we have to cover data JPA from beginning. Okay, I'll explain here. Okay, this is only current session as of now. Kubernetes, I'll give some videos actually. You can just go through that. Yeah, timing will be fixed. Mini projects I'll give. AWS I won't give. AWS I won't give actually here. Mini projects will be there for every concept. Real-time tools also covered. Okay, OAuth and JWT also I'll be providing. Facebook also I'll give. Facebook integration also I'll give. Security using Facebook. Okay. Yeah, this course actually, if you just attend this course is well suitable a fresher to 6+ years experience. That subject I'll give. Yeah, batch processing also there. AOP also will be there. Daily content also I'll provide. No DevOps I won't teach, but DevOps tools few I'll teach. Yeah, I'll teach PCF also. That's why I just want to tell. I'll give a list actually. It is having everything. Okay, if you just wait for a second, I'll just type all the concepts actually what I'm just going to cover. Okay. Yeah, RESTful security, everything will be there, sir. I'm saying, right? Mostly, other than AWS concept, I'll teach everything. AWS also I'll show because my system actually payment crossed actually. Some problem is there. Once that is set, I'll give that video also. AWS also. Okay. See here, sir. All these concepts I'll cover. Whatever you see here, all this I'll cover. Okay. This just I typed here. Okay, but lengthy content is there. Sunday classes will not be there. Sunday some sessions will be there. I think you are able to see the chart. Okay, there I just mentioned everything. Okay, so whatever you are able to see there, that is almost everything I will cover. Still I have to type. I just missed that. Some points I might have missed. Okay, whatever you are able to see there, I'll cover everything. Content will be more that you expect. Okay, once you learn the content in your lifetime, you are never going to forget such content I'll give. Okay, that will be covering almost. Okay, content complete document also I'll share in my Facebook group after the session done. I have to search somewhere here. Yeah, session management also will be there. Session management, role management. Okay, subject wise we are the best, sir. We should not tell again and again. Okay, so here, yeah, so subject order will be slightly changed. Okay, some concepts will be there which are actually less used. Such concepts I'll explain at the end. Okay, order will be slightly changed here. Okay, they they wish it's a completely online class actually here. Okay, for example, there is a concept of JDBC assumption here. JDBC people say, sir, we don't want JDBC, we want to work with JPA. So I'll teach JDBC at the end. Like that it will be. Yeah, Angular integration also will be there. I think it's not, I did not type here. Angular integration will be there. React integration will be there. Microservice design patterns also there. Okay, I just mentioned, right? Saga pattern. Okay, even something. Okay, microservice mini project also will be there. Custom security will be there. Okay, mini projects I am just going to give around 5 mini projects actually here based on the concepts. Okay, like Angular integration, one project will be there. React integration. Okay, and the complete CUD operations by using MVC, CUD operation using REST. Okay, and unit testing and integration programming. Okay, yeah, not 5 years, up to 6 years my subject will be useful, not more than that. It's a fresher to 6 years, you can just claim up to this. Okay, no, 30 days you can't learn anything, sir. Definitely it will take 3 days. You want to learn more, you have to attend more classes. Okay, 30 days if you attend, you will not even learn 20% of subject. I will give guarantee that. Even if you learn fast track also, minimum 2 months you have to attend. Okay, yeah, up to 6 plus my subject is suitable. Okay, this is not DevOps course actually. It's not DevOps course. I'll give some DevOps tools here. Cloud deployment also I'll show. Okay, I'll show the cloud deployment also. Yeah, Hibernate means data JPA will be there in Spring Boot. That is I'll cover. Okay, tools I gave list right here. You can see. Okay, Maven, Git, Bitbucket, GitLab, Log4j, JUnit with Mock, Docker, Jenkins, Kubernetes, kind cloud deployment. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mallikarjun, yeah, my subject it will cover up to that. Okay, you need to do one small 1-2 projects. Yeah, Kafka also will be there. Apache Kafka I'll take. Level 3 project will take some time. Spring Boot level 3 project will take some time, not now. Once it is started, I'll let you know. Project batches, separate project batches will be there. Those details I'll inform later. Yeah, microservice topics also there. You can see here all microservice, Eureka, discovery, load balancing, actuator, admin client, config server, cloud vault, circuit breaker, API gateway. Okay, ActiveMQ, RabbitMQ, Camel, Kafka, Sleuth, Zepkin, ELK, JWT, Elasticsearch. All concepts will be there. Okay, actually I have to type this. I just did not done this. Okay, still I am typing here because content I kept somewhere else. I have to search that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Iqbal, it's only demo session. Once we start the actual session, I'll give the all differences between Spring and Spring Boot. Remember one thing, what is there in Spring, everything is there in Spring Boot also. Only point is code reducing. That is a major factor. Okay, this is only current batch. New batches, if it is there, I'll let you know. Okay, but this is only current batch actually here. No recorded videos will be provided actually here. No recorded sessions provided. Yeah, content I'll post after half an hour in Facebook. I'll just content, I'll post here. Just wait for a few minutes. I'll post there in my Facebook here. Okay, this is only link actually. Okay, Geetesh Kumar, already you are attending class, right? That means you are already registered. You can just continue. Okay. So after 2-3 demo session, you just listen few more sessions. Then if you feel everything okay, then you do payment and then you can continue. Listen our sessions. Okay. Directly, we are never going to ask do payment. First listen the sessions. Once you feel everything comfort, then we'll let you know the details. Yeah, REST and MVC also covered. Yeah, complete. That's required actually. REST and MVC required. I'll cover. Okay, if you miss any session, okay, so actually don't try to miss the session. Actually complete sessions. If you any session if you miss here, you have to attend in another batches. I'll let you know what are the sessions you missed. So at that time I'm going to repeat here. No recorded videos are provided. Okay, but initial sessions backup will be provided. Yeah, transaction management also will be there. It will take 3 months, around 3 months, 3 months, 5 days, 3 months, 10 days, around that one. Okay, today demo session, right? Even tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So demo means it is a part of course only. Just for understanding, I'm just going to explain like this as a demo here. Yeah, security also I covered. Okay, as of now, this is only batch timing. No other batches actually here. All batches are almost in the middle. Okay, yeah, list of software details. Once we start, I'll give all the details one by one. Okay, this is my Facebook group link and my email ID. You can even just go through that. Yeah, this is a complete new batch. Today only started. Okay, today only first demo session I have taken. It's a completely new batch. Okay. Still, if you have any question also, you can ask. Not a issue here. Okay. If you have any doubt also, you can send an email. Okay. So this is just a demo one only here. Continue with the same link tomorrow also. Payment details, don't think now. You just continue attending sessions. After 2-3 sessions, I'll let you know the details actually. You can do payment later also. I'll let you know. This is completely online training only. No regular classroom here. It's a completely online sessions only. You listen few more classes, you feel free to ask the questions. Okay, understand how I'm teaching subject and all, how I'm letting you know. Okay, then if you feel comfortable, then you do payment. Okay, so we have to assure you that we'll give the best subject. Once you just realize that yes, it's really good, then you do payment. Until that we won't ask. Okay, attend 2-3 sessions more, sir. Okay, you pay it, not a issue, sir. Attend. Yeah, wherever you attend, from wherever you attend, not a issue here. It's a completely online only. Yeah, Kundan, you can ask questions, not a problem. Okay, Sriram, okay, if you have some specific question related to your personal, please send a email. Personal questions I can't answer here. Okay, something related to career or something related to job specific or anything subject like that. Okay, your experience related things, send a personal question to my email. I can't answer here, understand? Okay. Yeah, Kundan, I'm able to see that whatever the question you were typing. Yeah, Soumya, one to one, one to many, many to many also will be there. Prerequisites I just mentioned here, right? Core Java, Advanced Java Basics, Hibernate Basic Knowledge, and Spring Basic Knowledge. These are the prerequisites. Yeah, Swarup, JWT, OAuth also will be covered here. Yeah, Spring Boot starts with fundamentals only. Spring Boot core only we will start first of all. You will find almost, but not all. You'll find almost, Sampath. I'll give the links if you don't know any concept, let me know. This is not design patterns, Tanu. This is not design patterns batch actually. Okay, but in Spring Boot all implicit design patterns will be there. We are never going to write externally. Okay, all we are going to get implicit. That's only Spring Boot actually advantage. If you want to write again all manual, that is going to become Advanced Java or Spring. Sure, because I'll give the complete list. Yeah, just if you know Spring concept, that is sufficient. This is completely Spring Boot batch only. I'm just covering. Okay, this is completely Java only. This is completely Java. No other language explained.